As I said at the start, we need all Singaporeans to stand united in this fight against the virus. In a situation like this, fear is sometimes as great a threat to us as the disease itself. We must not allow such fear to paralyze our society. We must never allow our prejudices and our fears to pull apart our society or foster greater division and suspicions. As we did in SARS and other previous challenges over the years, let us find strength and confidence in one another, the strength to carry on with our lives, the strength to support each other and to defeat this virus together. I cited some examples of irresponsible behaviors earlier by landlords chasing out tenants on LOAs. Unfortunately, there are other examples too. People hoarding and profiteering from the sale of masks, people spreading falsehoods online. Recently, a WhatsApp message has been going around listing a list of places to avoid, completely ignoring the fact that any place exposed to a confirmed case will be thoroughly cleaned and disinfected under supervision by NEA. But still, a list of places to avoid is spread, and that creates fear, and it creates a perception that people should avoid these places. Anti-PRC sentiment has also emerged amongst some groups. Online, you can see posts directed against PRC nationals. On the ground, you hear reports of discrimination against PRC nationals, whether it's landlord denying them their tenancy or service providers denying them service. Such actions are not helpful, and they have no place in our society. We are bigger than this in Singapore, and I hope all of us here in this house, regardless of political party, I hope that every Singaporean will stand together and we will all do our part to confront and condemn such prejudice and discrimination wherever they exist. But I'm glad that these behaviors are still in the minority. They are not representative of the vast majority of Singaporeans. There are many more out there who have been showing us the best of Singapore at work. They are quietly helping their fellow citizens in their own ways. For example, at a recent house visit, I met a resident and I asked him if he had collected his mask. And he replied that he did not need them, and he asked for his package of masks to be given to others who are in greater need. And I'm sure many members here would have encountered similar residents giving you such feedback. Over the weekend too, we have seen residents who have spontaneously stepped forward, volunteering either by themselves or even with their children alongside them to man the mask collection points, as well as to distribute the mask to the homes of their more vulnerable neighbors, especially those with mobility issues. Many Singaporeans are also doing their part to support those who are affected through many selfless acts. In NUS and NTU, the students are helping their friends on leave of absence by delivering food 3 times a day to them. They are helping to pack, on top of the food, they are helping to pack and deliver welfare packs, right, including items like snacks and hot drinks. At NUS, I understand that students are even organizing a 24-hour e-gaming tournament to keep the students on LOA occupied. We see shining examples of selfless acts by Singaporeans in the Scoot pilots and crew of TR121, who volunteered to fly the 92 Singaporeans from Wuhan, despite the risks to themselves. 2 MFA officials volunteered for this assignment, despite the risk, and are being quarantined when they came back. Most of all, we see Singaporeans from all walks of life carrying on with their lives with courage and calmness. In every sector, our friends from the media are busy covering the news. I'm seeing them almost every day these days. And you see them busy on the ground, correspondents still in China covering the news, providing us with up-to-date information so that we are familiar with the facts and the latest developments. Our frontline workers, those in our healthcare institutions, our healthcare workers, our workers at our checkpoints and our airports, our transport workers, all carrying on with their lives quietly, doing whatever they can to fight this virus. So I want to thank everyone for showing that Singaporeans can rise to this occasion and overcoming this challenging situation together. This is the Singapore spirit which will enable us to prevail against the virus. At this point, no one can tell for sure how the situation will develop or how long this will last. But I am confident that we will succeed in this fight if we stand united as an effective government, a cohesive people, and a resolute nation.